Hi, today we're going to discuss the history of life on Earth, abridged. Now, before we can talk about the history of actual life, we need a little bit of the history of Earth itself. Now, the Earth was formed 4.6 billion years ago. It didn't look like the Earth as we know it today. Imagine a giant molten ball of lava, constantly pelted by asteroids and covered in a toxic atmosphere of methane and other compounds. Not exactly the place you would want to live. But as the planet stabilized, something did manage to evolve there, and roughly 3.8 billion years ago, the earliest form of life appeared. It would have been an extremely simple organism, but it still gets the honor of being first. The earliest evidence in the fossil record only dates back to 3.5 billion years ago, but scientists are pretty confident in the existence of life before this point. Life continued making small steps toward higher complexity when, 2.7 billion years ago, photosynthesizing cyanobacteria caused a noticeable rise in free oxygen. The trend in rising complexity continued as 2.0 billion years ago, eukaryotes appeared. They left quite a legacy. Other famous eukaryotes include all plants, all animals, and George Clooney. We have a few more steps before we can actually get to George, though. Approximately 1.2 billion years ago, eukaryotes started banding together, allowing multicellular organisms to emerge. This development led to increased biodiversity. Due to the work of the previously mentioned cyanobacteria, the oceans became fully oxygenated. The increased concentration of oxygen led to additional biological processes occurring in cells, such as aerobic respiration. Evidence of this oxygenation includes the appearance of iron oxide or rust within oceanic sediment. 540 million years ago, another explosion rocked the Earth, though it was a little different than the explosions of Earth's youth. The Cambrian explosion, or more accurately radiation, began creating the predecessors for all forms of life on Earth that we see today. Really, all of them. But the good times could not last. Between 299 and 252 million years ago, the end Permian extinction occurred. 96% of all marine life and 73% of all terrestrial vertebrates became extinct. The precise cause is unknown, but theories include the Siberian Traps explosions, a dramatic change to the planet's carbon cycle, or increased sulfide emissions, maybe even a combination of all three, but we're still working on it. During the Jurassic era between 200 and 145 million years ago, the land was dominated by the epic and awe-inspiring dinosaurs, among other species of giant lizard. Trying to escape a living beneath them were the first mammals who emerged at this time. The Earth, unable to kick its habit of mass extinctions every few hundred million years or so, let loose another one. About 66 million years ago, a massive asteroid collided with Mexico's Yucatan Peninsula, setting off a chain of cataclysmic events and sentencing the dinosaurs to an existence only possible in the movies. Without the dinosaurs around to dominate the landscape, mammals and other survivors underwent an adaptive radiation. In a study on mass extinctions, Hull reports, for mass extinctions, Earth system succession may drive the ever-changing ecological stage on which species evolve, restructuring ecosystems and setting long-term evolutionary trajectories as they do. And in short, mammals did. Around 25 million years ago, the first apes appeared in West Africa. From the order of primates eventually arose modern humans, who emerged roughly 200,000 years ago. Perhaps some of them will emerge biology 1510 with an A, or maybe a mass extinction will get them off the hook. And that's all for History of Life on Earth, abridged. Thanks for watching!